I met somebody the other day who said, I think there's something like 17,000 tech jobs in Leeds and only 7% of them are filled by women, which doesn't surprise me, but it's just unbelievable that it's still an issue in this day and age, isn't it?
Yeah, and I set up a group called Lean In. It's a Sheryl Sandberg wrote a book, Chief Operating Officer of Facebook, called Lean In. It invites you into it. Every woman in tech should read it. It really invites you to take on the challenge of making a difference and making a change, I think, and as individuals leaning into opportunity and trying to break down some of those challenges, because we actually all have the resources in ourselves to do it. It's often our mindset and our own fears that hold us back, and so it starts with challenging ourselves. But the reason I set the group up was because I thought it'd be really nice to network with other like-minded women and trying to sort of break some of those boundaries. And actually we've gone from, in 18 months we've now got 208 plus members. It's absolutely scaled out of proportion I could have expected, which just shows or tells me how much passion and interest there is in women really starting and wanting to make these changes happen. And I think I've never seen such a surge or tide. We see it in the media, we see it everywhere now. There's a real tide, a real wave of change, and that can only start to change that number. And as long as we all embrace that in the right way, in a positive way, and engage with really making this something that is lasting and permanent, then I think it's a really fantastic time for women to be stepping into this sector, because there are so many opportunities, there are tons.
If anyone's watching and would like to get involved in Lean In, how would they do that?
So if you just Google Lean In Leeds, Lean, Lean In Leeds, you'll find it. It's a Lean In circle, request to join, and everybody's welcome. It doesn't matter what age, stage, level of career, or even might not be in career, return to workers, it doesn't matter. But it is a women's network aimed at helping women to perhaps explore some of those challenges that they face day to day around their workspaces, for them to be able to feel safe in having those conversations, and inspired and networked with others that can support them on their journey fundamentally. So.